Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you are having a blessed Saturday. We have some really good significant news everyone. More and more lawmakers are coming forward in support of a fourth stimulus relief package that would send out another round of stimulus checks to millions of Americans. I know it sounds crazy to talk about a fourth stimulus check when you haven't even received a third stimulus check, but it is good to hear that lawmakers are working towards passing more relief for the American people. So the Social Security Administration has already cleared the way for the $1,400 third stimulus checks that are supposed to be going out to Americans that receive Social Security and other federal benefits. Right now, SSA Commissioner Andrew Saul is pointing fingers at Congress and Democratic lawmakers for not providing the Social Security Administration with the correct files and information. Saul even stated that SSA kept urging congressional staffers to provide them with the information that is needed to send out checks to Social Security beneficiaries. The Social Security Administration has also not clarified whether it used all the $38 million appropriated for the second round of stimulus payments, which was authorized for use until September 30th. In my opinion, it is both the SSA and IRS fault for not taking action sooner for Americans. Lawmakers should have also noticed the outcries of millions of Americans that haven't received their third stimulus checks yet. Okay everyone, so here are the most important things you need to know about the third stimulus checks. First of all, if you receive Social Security payments or federal benefits recipient, you will very likely receive a third stimulus check. Won't be enough, and more stimulus could come later. Well, so far, 64 congressional lawmakers have pushed for recurring direct payments. The Washington Post reported that a group of 10 Democratic senators released a letter earlier this month that asks President Joe Biden to include additional stimulus money in the next spending bill. The letter mentions recurring payments as part of the plan. The group wrote, "We urge you to include recurring direct payments and automatic unemployment insurance extensions tied to economic conditions in your Build Back Better long-term economic plan. Also, check to see if you are eligible to receive monthly payments that will be provided from the increased child tax credit. For this year only, the child tax credit has increased from $2,000 per child to $3,000 per child. Parents of children under age 6 would be eligible for an even larger $3,600 total credit. For people who qualify, they will also be eligible for monthly payments of $300 per child starting in July. The plan also includes $3,000 benefits to the parents of 17-year-olds who meet plan qualifications. Previously, children had to be 16 or younger. The credit is also fully refundable. Now, what happened to the timeline that the IRS was supposed to provide to Americans? The IRS needs to announce an official payment date or deadline for when all third stimulus checks will be sent out by. Lawmakers in Congress had originally set a date for the IRS to set a timeline by Friday. But in the latest letter, the members of Congress called on the Social Security Administration to provide details by Thursday. It is really upsetting to not hear any new information from the IRS or SSA. In the latest batch of stimulus checks, more mailed payments were sent out. The IRS stated, "Taxpayers who do not receive a direct deposit by March 24 should watch the mail carefully in the coming weeks for a paper check or a prepaid debit card, known as an Economic Impact Payment Card or EIP card," the agency said in a news release, adding that those payments should arrive in the coming weeks. In the letter, Senators Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Cory Booker, and Kirsten Gillibrand said that the two forms of payments are effective together. The letter read, "Data shows that direct payments and enhanced unemployment insurance are among the most effective forms of relief available. Not only do these payments help keep families out of poverty, but they act as economic stimulus by increasing spending and supporting jobs. I will always be here to bring you the latest stimulus information and news. I am doing my very best to help guide you all through this. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your family and friends so that we can help as many people as possible finally get their third stimulus check. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. That is the end of the video everyone. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and commenting below.
Especially African Americans and Latinos and those who are not wealthy, to limit their right to vote, and then came this response on the federal basis. That's an important point. And if we believe that the filibuster would not be used against it, if there was some promise that it wouldn't be, we certainly could bring that bill to the floor for debate, and we should, if we're given that kind of assurance. The final point I want to make is a hearing we held yesterday. It was a hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee on guns and gun violence. I scheduled it last week, and I didn't know as I scheduled it the tragedy that was occurring in Atlanta, Georgia with 8 people who were murdered. We heard about that. It was an outrage. These poor innocent people killed, coincidentally, majority of them Asian Americans, at a time when we know hate crimes against Asian Americans are on the rise. That was the day that I announced the hearing that occurred yesterday. But little did I know as we prepared 2 days ago for that hearing what would happen in Boulder, Colorado, just 2 days ago, when 10 innocent people were killed at a supermarket. We had a hearing yesterday. It was an important hearing. Members all attended. Sadly, one of the members on the other side came in, the junior senator from Texas, and characterized our hearing on gun violence in light of what's happening in America as ridiculous theater. Those were his words, ridiculous theater. There was nothing ridiculous about the hearing that we held yesterday. It was a matter of life and death, and the grief that is being felt in Boulder, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, and all over America is a grief that is shared on a daily basis. 40,000 Americans each year lose their lives to gun violence. 40,000, a record-breaking number and nothing we should be proud of as a nation. And when we address gun violence and the measures that should be taken to reduce it, it is not ridiculous, it is as serious as it gets. And furthermore, it's not theater. Theater is a depiction of reality. The Senate Judiciary Committee is reality. We are empowered as senators to change the laws of America and make it safer. That is not a theatrical performance. That is just discharging our duties as United States senators. So I would say to that senator and others, I agree completely with Senator Schumer. We need to bring bills to the floor that will reduce gun violence in America. Keep firearms out of the hands of people who should not have them. Convicted felons and mentally unstable people should not be having guns and buying them and able to kill innocent people who are just stopping by at the supermarket to pick up something to take home. That's what happened in Boulder, Colorado. And as the stories are printed in newspapers across America about those lives lost, it is a grim reminder that this is not ridiculous, it is not theater, it is a life and death issue which we have the power to change. I hope that we can bring this measure to the floor, the one that passed the House of Representatives and others, to bring sanity to our Second Amendment, to make sure that we have constitutional, common sense gun safety that is consistent with any constitutional right. Mr. President, I yield the floor.
The clerk will report the